You're welcome to my channel. This is VSM Designs. Today, I am going to teach you how to make this V-shaped halter neck. If this is your first time on this channel, kindly hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that when next I upload any video, you will be the first to be notified. If you are a returning fan, thank you for coming back. Do not also forget to share this video widely to your friends, to your colleagues, and even to your enemies. Tell them about VSM Designs. There's always something new to learn because the more you look is the more you see, and the more you see is the more you learn. Let's go there. The first thing you are going to do is to fold your fabric as if you are going to cut a senator outfit. Then at the top I am marking 3.5 inches, just as you can see. After marking off the 3.5 inches here, then this way I am going to mark 3 inches. Also bring it down 3 inches. You join the 2 points together. Now we are marking the shoulder. This is where you mark the shoulder from. You slope the shoulder I sloped it by 2 inches. Then you mark your armhole. I'm making it 8.5 inches because it is chest of 42. This is 42. Then from the shoulder I removed 1 inch at the chest area. This is our shoulder measurements. This is halfway from the top to the base of the armhole, and that is where the curve joins that particular place. In case you are confused about that, I have a video which I will drop the link at the end of this video. We are marking the full length now, and we are marking it from this point, not from the top. After that, you go ahead and do every other marking, after which we go ahead to cut. You just follow the lines. Meanwhile, if you're a content creator and you can no longer enjoy your Capcut because you can't afford subscribing to the Capcut Pro, kindly reach out to me on WhatsApp. I have dropped the link to my DM on the description box. So we are done cutting the front bodies. It is the back that we are cutting now. As usual, place your front on the back, and from here, just like you are seeing, I am raising it by 1 inch. 1 inch, not your regular 3 or 3.5 or 4 inches that you normally use to raise senator outfits back bodies. This is 1 inch. So after raising it, you just follow this point and make it straight. Then you raise the front and join the thing that you just marked. You are going to follow it straight. As for the deepening, we are coming back to deepen it later on, but for now, just go ahead and cut it straight. That is the back neckline. Then you follow every other thing and do your cutting. Now this is the sleeves. It is your regular sleeves cutting. nothing special about it. It is just the normal sleeves cotton that you know. It is going to be a 3/4 sleeves of 15.5 inches. If you've watched to this point and you've not subscribed to my channel, kindly do so and turn on the notification bell so that whenever I upload any video of value, you will be the first to be notified. Now that we've cut the sleeves, let's go ahead and continue with the neck. This is a gum of 7.5 inches by about 13.5 inches. We are not going to make use of all, but our interest is to ensure that it will be enough for what we are going to use it for. It is this that we are going to use to mark the neck of the outfit. Make sure that the top of the gum is straight. Remember the markings that are the dimensions of this. This is 3.5 inches by 3 inches. So that 3.5 inches, we are going to bring it here. Exactly what you marked earlier. You mark it 3.5. Remember that this gum is on fold, just like the cloth itself is on fold. The 3 inches, you also mark it. So we've just replicated what we did on the front panel to this very gum. We've just transferred it to the gum. This is 3.5 and this is 3 inches. Now, from this very point, we are going to extend it downwards by 7.5 inches. But in case you are doing your own, you can make it up to 8 or 8.5. Then at this point, we mark 1.5 inches. That 1.5 inches that you marked at the top, you are going to connect it to the 8 inches or 8.5 inches that you have marked. This will be the opening of that very neck. So you can decide to give it any shape of your choice. I just want to make it a little bit curvy here. Then the size of my neck is going to be 1/4 inches. Just make sure it doesn't take out the entire 3 inches that you marked before. Make sure you have a little allowance remaining, so you join it. I'll still go ahead and introduce my little curve here. Then after that, we trim it off. So after that, let's come back and deepen our back neckline. So you are going to place both the front and back bodies together this way. Remember the 1.5 inches we marked while marking the collar. We introduce it here as well. Then make sure you have this allowance remaining here. You are going to mark it. Make sure it's straight. It aligns with the shape of the gum. Anything that is remaining there, you are going to trim it off. Then now you are going to mark it after which it is from that marking, just from that marking, you are going to deepen the back neck. Just as you can see, it's very easy. Then the next thing we are going to do is to gum the neck on the fabric. Just cut out any piece of fabric and gum it on it. After which you are going to fold the sides. Fold the sides and run thread on it, on the edges, right here. And I've just done that. Now it is time for us to do the joining proper. You need to pay rapt attention here, because even after drafting the neck and you don't know how to join it, you are going to have an issue. So as I place it here, can you see that we have excesses at the sides? It's important to have those excess by the sides of the neck. I want to make a notch at the center of the neck. I'm going to tag this with pasting stitches. So make sure they align. Then you go ahead and run thread at the middle. That's the inner part of the gum. You just follow the gum, and also don't make sure that you don't run the thread on top of the gum, otherwise you are going to have issues turning it. I'm removing the basting stitches. So you run your thread to the tip of the V, then you come back. So we are going to cut out the inner piece so that we can flip it over. So I'm going to flip it over like this, and I will take it to the ironing table and smoothing it. I've just done that, and you can see how smooth and neat it is. And this is how it's going to look like. After doing this, I realized that this thing could not enter an adult head. That was why I said when marking that neck, you should extend it by 8 inches or 8.5 inches instead of the 7.5 I used here. So I went ahead and did some alterations here. I added something to it. As you can see, I've did some joinings there, and also it affected both the shoulder, just everything. I had to do them before continuing with the video. So now let's go ahead with the proper joining of the shoulders. Joining of the shoulder and the neck. Now, this is where you appreciate the importance of this excess that we have here, because that is what you are going to use to do the joining. You are going to mark it out this way, as you can see me do. It's important that you mark it out so that you will know where to do your joining from. Now you place your back bodice and face it up. Face the good side up. Then you also take the good side and place them face to face. This is how it's going to be. So you join the shoulder. When you get to the curved part, you are going to notch this place so that you can easily bend it. This will be the neck. So it is the neck we are sewing at this very point right now. You are going to sew it up to the center of that back here. Just very close to that very point, you stitch, because that is where the joining of the neck will take place. Then the same thing is what you're going to do on the second shoulder. This is where you notch. So we are going to notch here first. The first one, we started from the shoulder to join this place for us to have an overview, a clear view of what we are doing. We are going to start joining this one at the neck. So you just measure it, know where it aligns, and you start from that neck center of the back to sew your neck first. Then from the neck, you enter the shoulder. You join. That's good. Now, our next task is to join the center of that neck at the back. So you are going to straighten it this way. Make sure everything aligns. Then you are going to join it. You stitch it, and after stitching it, you are going to trim the excess material there, and you now open it this way. Remember that there will be a little space there that is unsewn, so you open what you've just sewn now and stitch that very place. So you are going to open press this place this way and you cover it. Now our job is almost done. As you can see, look at how beautiful it is. So the next we are going to do is to run thread on this neck from shoulder to shoulder. That is following the back area from one shoulder to the next shoulder. I have a lot of educative and interesting videos on my channel. Do well to take your time and check them out. There must be something new for you to learn. I make sure that the center aligns very well before I start running the thread. You just have to take your time and run the thread gently and very carefully. Very important. And after doing this, you might not even bother running thread at the front side because the thing will just align. So what I did was to insert hemming gum at the front part of it, or you can just do some little tackings. You can just tack them a little bit in such a way it's not going to be rough, and you will have your job done. Thank you for watching this video.